it's still your weekend, and on this segment of the program, we have a very interesting guest. He is somebody who is a medical doctor, but he also doubles as a teacher. He's an entrepreneur. He's an IT specialist, you know, all the works. So he wears a lot of hats. But he is with us today in a particular capacity, and that's what we'll be talking to him about. Join me in welcoming Dr. Anderson Uvie Emegbo. He is the Director of Learning, GAPSAcademy, right?
Thank you, yes.
Right, when I say right, I'm referring specifically to your name. I hope I tried.
You did quite well.
Okay, so you're welcome. Now, let's first of all start with GAPSAcademy. GAPSAcademy is doing something with NTA knowledge. You have some kind of online training, capacity building thing for pre-university students, people who are studying to write for JAMB and GCE. Is it still called GCE?
YKSSE?
Yeah, I come from an old school.
But there's still GCE.
There's still GCE, okay. That's consoling. So you're preparing those young people, that crop of people for the exams that leads them into university. Tell me how that works.
Well, we looked at the challenge of the students, over 5 million every year, who have to take these pre-university exams, and for many of them, that's one of the biggest challenges of their life. We know the problem with teachers, not enough good teachers, the standards and all the issues. For some of them, they've resorted to cheating, you know, magic centers and what have you. So we came up with what we call a program called a 90-day study plan. Let's become their study partners for a 90-day period for each of the exams that they take. So we took the 6 toughest subjects from a science angle: maths, physics, chemistry, biology, and economics, including use of English. And then we broke the JAM syllabus and the YX syllabus into daily topics, study topics for each of those days throughout the 90-day period. And we created video classes, actual teachers teaching each and every topic. Now those videos are available on the different days on the different days we scheduled for them to appear against the topics that they should appear. So students can, on January 28th this year, students could then go online to www.jam.gapsacademy.com.
Please say that again for the benefit of somebody who might want to take it down.
Okay. If you go to www.jam.gaps with a GAPS academy.com, you will be able to find free video classes to take in any of the 6 subjects I've mentioned. But that's online, and that's also available on mobile. So for us, it's not enough to reach the audience through such limited means. Mm-hmm. And we needed a platform that afforded a wider number of students to have access to such materials. Yeah. After all, it's free. The other thing, again, that's also interesting is that we didn't stop at creating videos. We also decided to test the students. You could test yourself on a daily basis based on the topics we've done. We built a quiz application at www.quiz.gapsacademy.com.
Yeah.
Now, what happens there is that each day you'll be able to take timed and randomized questions on each of those topics. It gives you instant answers. You can then review your answers. There's a record of every quiz you've taken in your profile section, so you could check, you could monitor your performance. That was important for us. So we extended the reach further by reaching out to the NTA.
Mm-hmm. You know, tell me more about the collaboration between GAPS and NTA. How is NTA helping to make this facility available to more people?
NTA has been fantastic, and it's exciting because this is the first time an educational initiative is being run simultaneously online, on mobile, and on TV. So we've brought traditional and digital media together, and we've converged. I appreciate the vision of the management. Mm-hmm. They saw the fact that they had this NTA Knowledge channel. Mm-hmm. It's been doing well, has a lot of interesting programs, and they wanted to add one more layer of value.
Yeah.
So what they've asked us to and enabled us to do is to start the JAM tutorials on TV.
Okay.
So the TV versions of the same classes that are available online. So we have 3 hours a week.
Okay.
Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 5:30 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay, so each You have 30 minutes.
30 minutes slots each of those times. So sometimes it's 2 subjects, sometimes it's 3 subjects.
Okay.
But the point is that you can always go to find more online, but you get some bit of it on TV. So you'll be surprised to note that within 3 weeks of going live with all of this, we've had people use the platform from over 32 states and Abuja.
Fantastic.
And we've had, what's even interesting, over 60 cities and towns in Nigeria. And it's heartwarming because you can see at 8 a.m. someone in Owerri has used it in one comprehensive high school somewhere. Okay. And not only that, when we give them a call, some of them have gone to a cyber cafe. You know, so
and what makes it even more interesting is the fact that it's absolutely free.
It's free, it's totally free.
Completely free.
And should be free because there are enough barriers to learning, and there are enough temptations to cheat.
Yes.
So let's reduce the barriers.
Now, let me ask, what brought about this innovation?
I think it's very simple. It comes from my background. Okay, first 7 years of my life, I did not. I went to one of the worst schools you can find in Warri, Delta State, and it took another 7 years to be relocated to a suburb that had a very quality school. In fact, the school I finished from eventually consistently ranks among the top 10 in terms of WAEC results every year. Okay. So it's within 7 years, I went to a school that had everything that a typical good school should have. And my transition was abrupt. Okay.
Well, I'm sorry, we're running out of time. Okay. But the good thing is, I hope that those who have watched now know that there's an online portal where they can visit to brush up their knowledge base as they prepare for JAMB and SSE and all that. They can watch it on TV. And it's been fantastic having you with us, Dr. Anderson. I wish you all the best. And I do hope that this grows exponentially for the benefit of students who need this kind of education.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. The program is still your weekend, and even as we continue to urge the students out there to try and visit that website, watch out on NTA to get the information you need.